clickety clack. Along main lines, rickety track.
She whispers softly in my ear.
Just say your last name.
Just find a place to make the syndicate easy.
That's just the way it is. Sit down, see when things could only get better.
Yet the same in so many ways.
I no recollection of the last time I came here.
But if we get much closer, I could lose control. And if your heart surrenders, you'll need me to hold.
I wouldn't be myself without you. Take a piece, take a picture of me. I don't care what happens, see, 'cause I know I'm happy.
Hello, good people of Chippenham and further afield. Welcome to Kandu Arts for Sustainable Development's Open Mic for Open Minds. My name is Brian Reid and it's my great honour and privilege to be your host. This is episode 140, which is slightly mind-boggling because that's quite a lot of weeks in a row. Yeah, it's been crazy, isn't it? We're in this like sort of mad phony war between like sort of the lull before the storm of Christmas and scrabbling around to get those things ready and looking forward to having some time off if you're lucky enough to get Christmas off. Nurses about to go on strike, train drivers still going on strike. And oil protesters still, running operations on the M25. It seems to me like everybody's protesting about everything. But is anything changing? An interesting conundrum. And obviously, in the last sort of week or so, absolutely, couple of weeks, or week or so, we've all been like sort of. Those of us that are into football anyway have been feverishly focused on the migrant LGB disability World Cup, right? Because that's just basically three things that can't be mentioned, right? Even though Gianni Infantino, the head of FIFA, apparently claims that he's LGBT plus disabled and a migrant worker, which is another example of a very rich man talking absolute rubbish, okay, that makes no sense. It doesn't matter what format you read that sentence in, anybody saying that is an idiot, okay, and they're also assuming something that they got no right to, that they know how those people, LGBT plus and migrant workers and disabled people, how they feel. All right, it's easy. Empathy is not feeling how other people feel. Empathy is giving a toss, actually caring about how other people feel. And obviously, Gianni Infantino not only doesn't understand what those words means, but he doesn't understand what empathy is. Okay. And actually the most satisfying moment of last night's game of football between England and Wales, which was terrific if you're not Welsh, was Gianni Infantino or whatever his name, being shown on the widescreen and all of the people there loudly booing in perfect harmony. It was, to be honest, it was a lot more synchronised than the national anthem singing. All right, and I'll just leave that there. But of course, now that we've gone and done that, and then everybody's starting to dare to dream. Okay, and it's the hope that kills, as always. The hope always kills. It's not being poor. It's not failing. It's not being disappointed. It's like the desperate wanting it to be so, and realising that at some point England are going to come up against a good side in this tournament, and then they're going to go home, just like everybody else. But at the same time, I want to wish all those England boys very well. And I want to say a special thank you to Marcus Rashford for reassuring and reaffirming my belief in his talent, his skill, but also his strength of character and his ability to ride all the rubbish targeting that was thrown at him by our so-called government because of his work. I mean, let's face it, Marcus Rashford's done more for poor people in this country than the bloody government ever will. All right? And you know why that is? Because he cares. All right? And that is the missing ingredient, all right, for all of these people that aim and choose to try and tell us what to do and how we should be and how we should feel. All right? But the truth is, nobody can tell you how to feel. You feel what you feel. The fact is, can you be honest about it? You know, and if you do feel how you feel, do you act on it in a way that makes a difference? Whether that's putting around your new pocket, supporting somebody, asking them the question, okay, just making yourself available. There's many ways in which we can show that we care, all right? And there are even more ways where we can show we don't care. And we've all been there. So let's crack on though. I mean, the truth is that you know, here we are at the crazy end of the year, and everybody's hoping for a better year than last year. But let's face it, we do that every year. It doesn't make a blind bit of difference, right? You know, things don't get better because we hope they will. They get better because we make them, because we realise what we're not going to put up with and draw a line in the sand. You know, whether that's voting for a particular party or for a particular person, and for contributing. You know, I mean, it's a long time since I traded in my membership of the Labour Party, and just because I got increasingly sickened by the travesty of Labour selection lists and the way that they handled the anti-Semitism thing. And I know a lot of this stuff is politically motivated, all right, and designed to disrupt from other sections of the party. But the truth is that, you know, it doesn't matter how incompetent the Tories are, as long as people continue to perceive the Labour Party as a place where people are riven by internal schisms and things like that, then it's difficult to like sort of turn around and go, well, that's better. And when it actually, do you know what I mean? It's like a recipe for more of the same, isn't it? All right, but I mean, truthfully, you know, the Tories have been in power long enough to have made a difference. And let's face it. I mean, I've got to give the Tories credit. They have made a difference. The only problem is they've made things a whole lot worse. And so there we are. Nobody wins. And isn't that the way it always was? Nobody wins. Okay, so I should mention before I start our sponsors, all right, who are kind enough to support us on our journey, and they are the wonderful Rivo Lounge, where the next open mic for Open Minds Live will take place on Wednesday, the 6th of December, which is next Wednesday, I believe. You know, and also Boston Burger. And to be honest with you, I might be having one of them for tea later after I watch the footy. We'll see. We shall see. But I just want to say thank you to them. Thank you for putting your money where your mouth is, all right, and keeping it real. And without further ado, take it away, you amazing open micers. Thank you.
Too much was said. Too much was said. And on that note, before I say too much more, I'll sing that song for you.
her from the inside. Now she talks of settling down and of always having you around. Ah, yes, some kind of heartless clown, for you never make a sound. Too much was said last night, not enough was heard. Too much blood was let last night. You should not have said a word. You should not have said a word. Can't you see it in her eyes? How you fill her heart with pride? Bet you wish you'd never lied. Bet you wish you'd never made her cry. Bet you wish you never made her cry. Too much was said last night, not enough was heard. Too much blood was let last night. You should not have said a word. You should not have said a word. How will you explain how you never meant to cause her pain? She was basking in your sun, now you've kicked her in the rain. She was basking in your sun, now you've kicked her in the rain. She was basking in your sun, now you've kicked her in the rain. Too much was said last night, not enough was heard. Too much blood was let last night. You should not have said a word. 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 You should not have said a word.
I'm gonna play a song in my mother tongue, which is Catalan. It's a song that I wrote for my sister, and it's called Montañas. cosas que hasta fe Creus que si tan solo podrás perdonarnos? Montanhas, montanhas, desitjos incomplerts. En cada oportunitat d'espantar i surts corrents a les teves muntanyes on no hi toca el sol. Espero que el vent et porti aquesta cançó. Dibuixem un riu entre les valls perquè et deixis caure i arribis fins al mar.
Don't wanna worry with a face I knew like my own, reflected in my mirror. Well, she walked up to my quarter light, patting down real low. Fearful presence paralyzed me in my shadow. She says, son, what are you doing there? I said, Mom, I come from the valley of the rich, myself to sell. She says, son, you're on highway to hell. On your journey across the wilderness, from the desert to the well, you're straight on my way to hell.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, it's a labour of love that we do this every week, and it's highly gratifying that people keep tuning in, checking it out, and people keep sending their bits in and keep coming and performing, and yeah, I don't think there's no downside to getting people together to play and sing and whatever. So we're gonna keep doing what we're gonna keep doing. But the most important thing is your participation, your attention, and your willingness to listen, to partake, to support, to share. And so I like to say thank you to you for that, all right? Because it's been a long old road. It's nearly 3 years that we've been doing this now. Pretty scary, really. I'd like to pay tribute to a few people, okay, who've made this thing possible. People who do a lot of work behind the scenes. Maya, Ed's wonderful wife, okay, who is the most even-keeled and one of the nicest people I know, who's always waiting for me with a smile on her face, even when I keep her waiting. All right, and she's, she could teach manners to the English, quite frankly. And on top of that, I know she's in a good place at the moment. Croatia are bossing it at the World Cup. They're probably going to do something dangerous later on. And Ed, okay, who like sort of keeps things going with the kind of energy that three men would struggle to replicate. To Donna Lee, who's just a class act, all right, and quietly effective is the best way I could describe her. She's quietly effective, and sometimes she's loudly effective. But, and all the volunteers, Jonah, Guillaume, all right, all the people who turn up, the facilitators, the helpers, the people who are at the front line, working with these kids, and also like sort of working on their own stuff, on their own artistic goals and ambitions. But it's a great group of people, and I'm really blessed and honoured to be a part of that group. So if you would like to join forces to send us your musings, your creations, okay, or offers of help, then you can do so by emailing us at openmic@kandu-arts.com. That's openmic@kandu-arts.com. All right, and we will be happy to hear from you. But right now, thanks for your attention, and I will leave the last word, as I always do, to my good friend, the Deedigan. Bye-bye.
Tell you when Flick's finished eating all those crisps that way. Everybody knows says they want to know the secrets. Changing up time, changing up seasons. While the world spins round, while the world spins round. No